Shalom, family, and aloha from the Hawaiian Islands. This is your sister Chaya the Elect with a Melchizedek News weather update for Thursday, March 14th. I pray that you all are well. Amen. All praises to the Most High. It's a little rainy over here, family. Matter of fact, as I speak to you all, it's raining like cats and dogs here in Maui. But I had to get on and give you all an update because, as I mentioned yesterday, we got a lot of storms moving across the U.S. and some severe storms. So I want to keep you all up to date. And also, family, I was thinking, I'm so interested in weather because is anybody else like me that always was wondering when they were a child, like, how do they know what the weather is going to be like? How do they know these things like 10 days out? 30 days out? Good question, right? That's because mankind has technology. That's right. They have technology where they can manipulate the weather. That's right. The Most High is the power behind all forces of energy in this universe, but mankind has figured out a way, because they've been given some knowledge from who, how to manipulate the weather. And that's what they're doing. We're seeing a lot of their CERN technology and HARP technology taking place right now. So that's why this weather has been really crazy and like back to back, nonstop. Floods, fires, tornadoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, winds, hail. There's so much going on. So let's get into the weather updates for the day. And we're going to start with the Midwest because they currently have some tornado watches and warnings. Shall we?
This morning's focus is going to be Missouri and Illinois. That's where we have an active severe thunderstorm watch, where we have seen 2 tornado warnings already in the state of Illinois. Chicago, O'Hare, and Midway both have a ground stop. That means that flights that are leaving other airports are being held at their their origin because they can't get to their destination. So, unfortunately, we're already seeing impacts in Chicago because of severe weather, thunderstorms rolling on through. We're probably going to see even more issues as we go into the later half of today. But later today, it's going to be interesting, Craig, because I think we'll see the pressure come off a little bit. We'll still see thunderstorms across the Midwest, but I think the pressure is really going to increase over Arkansas and Oklahoma, and that's where we have the most aggressive warnings today.
Especially when you see that line, that front start to move along that cold front there, and those storms start to fire off ahead of that. It's going to be impressive in the form that you could also see some of these form into a line, and those lines could also produce some damaging winds. The tornado watch is in place until 10 o'clock for a good chunk of Missouri and Illinois. And a reminder, a watch means the ingredients are all there. They could come together and you could get a warning. Once you get the warning, that means it's time to get to your safe spot. We've had 2 of those this morning. The stretch goes nearly 1,000 miles, not only out of East and North Texas, but clear up into places like Illinois, Chicago. Last time we saw this, Britta, we were talking about some severe weather in and around Chicago, in and around the airport. And look how far north it goes again with the fetch of moisture. We've got now a level 2 out of 5. They're likely to see some of those storms, and a lot of that's going to be over a good chunk of Oklahoma, especially the eastern half of Oklahoma, into a portion of Arkansas. But the threat,
we have a severe thunderstorm watch, which remains in effect until noon local time. That's Central Time. It does include St. Louis on up to along I-55 into Springfield, eventually getting into Chicago. That watch short just south of Chicago there. We'll see how these storms evolve today, but they will be moving off to the east. They weakened a bit as they were crossing through northern Missouri, re-energized as they moved into Illinois, and now we're seeing some of that energy get transferred farther to the east, getting a little closer to that.
I have a lot of family in the Midwest, so I send my prayers and letting you know that I'm being vigilant and trying to keep you all up to date. I'm posting this information on all of my social media platforms to reach those and try to give you some warnings so that you can stay aware and prepare. Let's go over to the Denver area because I know in the last 24 hours, they got hit with some significant snow in the Rockies.
Megan Montero with Fox 21 in Colorado Springs. Megan, I-70, we've been focused on those issues, but as I understand it, parts of I-25 also having some problems this morning.
Yeah, that's right. On and off through most of the morning. I-25 has seen some closures in one lane or the other. Now, take a look right now. We are actually on I-25 right now. Traffic going very slowly. I talked to Colorado State Patrol, and they've said this has been quite a busy morning with lots of
Denver getting clocked by its biggest snowstorm in 3 years. In fact, almost 2 feet of snow has already fallen in parts of the state. Aspen Springs, now that's way up around 7,000 feet in elevation. That leads the way in the mountains with 23 inches. So we're flirting with 2 feet already, guys. And that's just in.
And if y'all think that's something in Colorado, wait till you see this huge tornado that touched down in Alta Vista, Kansas yesterday.
It's about to go down again if it's not already. Keep it going. We'll be able to parallel it. Beautiful. I think it's on the ground again. All right, get your phone. Get your phone. Get your phone. Yeah, it's on the ground.
And if you think that's something, family, wait till you see this fire. Doesn't even look like I see any trees, but there's a fire on the ground in Addington, Oklahoma. This was overnight. Look at this footage. It looks really suspicious. So yes, family, when I say that the weather has been weaponized against us, you can definitely believe that that's exactly what's going on. That's what we're seeing here. Yesterday, I mentioned that these things have been prophesied in the scriptures, absolutely in the true gospel. The sealed book of the sealed portion, actually in the chapter 88, it describes what's going on, and it lets us know that men can actually manipulate the weather. I'm going to read a little bit of that for those that didn't catch that yesterday. And it says that now the judgments that the Father have made is that he shall stay his hand and not intervene. It says intervene. Look at that. In the destruction of nature in the latter days, allowing his children. And when it says he stays his hand, that means exactly that. He's not going to intervene, allowing his children to experience for themselves that which occurs. It says when the laws of nature are circumvented, and that word means to manipulate and used by wicked men for their own selfish purposes. So that's what we're seeing, my brothers and sisters. Absolutely. They have weather weapons. They have technology. And that's why things are so intense. And that's why Sister Chaya is here reporting these things on the Melchizedek News so we can be aware of what's going on. I thank you all for joining. And if you haven't done so, I'm on social media on all the platforms, Melchizedek News. That's right. You can find me on Facebook at Chaya Yisrael. Also, of course, here on YouTube, Chaya the Elect. I'm on Twitter. Formerly, now it's Twitter, it's X now, but Melchizedek News, notice it's a Z there. TikTok at Chaya the Elect, and also on Instagram. I love you all with real love and real respect. And I'll see you all real soon. Amen. I'll see you soon, family, and I'll keep you up to date.